time to start the weekend in style. We welcome you to Friday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. Joined by Coach Stan Van Gundy and Grant Hill. This is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. Here's a look at some stats for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And his effective field goal percentage isn't in the best place right now. Over the last 5 games, he hasn't had much shot discipline. He'll be looking to play a lot smarter today.
And the Milwaukee starting 5. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Jackson. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. And for Orlando, Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell-Pope. And it's Carter in at the center position. And, Coach, about halfway through the season now, players starting to feel the wear and tear, it would seem.
Yeah, but, Brian, I think it's even more mental than physical. It's the preparing for games every night, competing against the best players in the world. It takes a toll on everybody, players, coaches. You've just got to bring great energy and enthusiasm every night.
Now here's Wagner. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Lillard outside. Inside, here's Middleton, and that one good.
And far from just a jump shooter, Middleton stays active and is always ready to shoot.
And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for the Orlando Magic. Banchero outside. Outside Carter. The 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Suggs against Lillard. Jackson with a screen on Banchero. Back to Antetokounmpo. 5 to shoot. Lets it go from 14. The rebound by Carter. How about Paolo Banchero, Coach? What a special talent. The first overall pick back in 2022, and then the Rookie of the Year.
Well, Brian, he's not just a scorer. He's a 6'10" playmaker, and getting that out of someone who plays on the front line and can also play as a small ball 5, Banchero's versatility makes him very valuable.
Now here's Banchero. Consistent production from him, averaging just over 26 a game.
Yeah, this is a part of Banchero's game they'd like to develop here in the league.
Lillard against Suggs. Kicks it out to Middleton to end the run. Rebounded by Suggs.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
Lillard finds Antetokounmpo. Lillard passes to Antetokounmpo. In transition, the Magic on the run. Oh, what a play! It's snatched out of the air. Credit the block. Lays it up and banks it in.
And Giannis has a ridiculous combination of size, skill, and athleticism.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Jamal Mosley gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We discussed the challenges a player like Giannis Antetokounmpo presents for his defense, and Coach responded saying he's a handful for sure. I told our guys to make sure we seal up any lanes to the basket and just try to make him beat us with his jumper. It won't be easy, but Coach feels like they'll be able to make it a little more difficult for Giannis. Guys?
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
Well, throw it up to Carter Jr. and he'll take care of the rest. It's that easy.
Lillard looking around. Orlando with the rebound. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Bucks. That one in Milwaukee.
It's never easy to win games when you're missing free throws. They had to be better.
Well, if you want to win away from home, quite simply, You have to make your free.
And they've stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
People were worried that this would slow the action down, but with so many
Previous players, 2 minutes are allowed to review the
adopt
play.
this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're out,
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
so they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry. Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And Carroll against Antetokounmpo. The three from Suggs. Rebound by Middleton. The Bucks trail by 5. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Giannis with the dunk.
I mean, the size and athleticism of Giannis, arguably without precedent, an incredibly prolific finisher.
Outside Carter. Back to Wagner. And Carroll with a screen on Middleton. Wagner on the wing. Antetokounmpo covering.
Well, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
And the dunk by Jackson.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. Lillard against Suggs. And Carroll right side. Suggs outside. Caldwell Pope, the pass to Suggs. Just 4 to shoot. From behind the arc. Milwaukee with the rebound. Coming into this, having notched a win against San Antonio in their last game.
And at the offensive end, they were lights out in that game. They found all sorts of ways to punish the D.
Yeah, and for a coach, seeing your schemes clicking like that is very rewarding.
Lillard fires. Oh, at the buzzer. He got it off in time.
That is an incredible shot.
What a huge shot to beat the buzzer. My goodness.
Oh, man, that's like stealing 3 points. Big time finish to the quarter.
And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. The Bucks on top. They lead by a bucket. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you, stat-wise?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time.
Oh, he packs it down!
That is incredible.
Oh, wow. Dame just sticking it to the other team, and you can see it's motivating his squad as well.
What a fantastic second year for Paolo Banchero, Grant. A bona fide all-star in Orlando.
Yeah, only their second all-star over the last decade. Paolo was incredible during the playoffs, averaging 27, 9, and 4. That playoff experience is big for him going forward.
Joseph is checked in for Orlando. Here's Isaac. It's hauled in by Portis.
Oh, nice job protecting the rim, turning an easy bucket into a miss.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Giannis Antetokounmpo wants to take on the tough assignments defensively. He said, quote, "I believe I'm one of the best two-way players to ever play this game, and I want to have that challenge, knowing that you gave everything to the game and you gave everything to stop the other team's best player."
He certainly wants to dominate in every way, Allie. Thank you. Down low. The feed! The jam! Giannis!
Throw it up to the rim and let Giannis hammer it home. Never a bad idea.
And there is the whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul. Anthony's checked in for Joseph. So Milwaukee going with almost an entirely new group here. Prince is checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Wright comes in for Chris Middleton. Green's checked in for Jackson. And it's Gary Trent Jr. in for Damian Lillard. And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. Suggs comes in for Anthony. And Carroll passes to Black to the paint. Carter can't get it to go.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Portis the screen. Out to the right wing. There's the block.
Great timing on the rejection. Wagner using his size and length to get the stop.
And that's a foul called on DeLon Wright. That's his first foul of the game. Well, Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there are still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, B.A., and with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse, but some rebuilds take longer than others.
Pass to Wagner. The three is up. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Here's Prince. It's rebounded by Wagner. Magic trail by 4. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Right, the pass to Green. Trent outside. Six on the shot clock. Driving in. He's off on the layup. And so Banchero will bring it up for Orlando. They come into this one following the loss to Minnesota.
I'll tell you what, once things started to go downhill, their performance plummeted. It wound up getting pretty ugly.
Yeah, they just committed too many mistakes at both ends. But credit their opponent for being disruptive.
And the foul on Gary Trent. That's his first foul of the game. And while we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for Wendell Carter.
It's not a great trend for him. Not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. Maybe it's his effort. Who knows? But that's something that needs to change.
Franz Wagner checked in for Orlando. Caldwell Pope comes in for Black.
I think he got the shot he wanted inside, but somewhere on the play, he just lost focus.
And the basket by Trent.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Suggs, the pass to Banchero. To the inside. Here's Carter. Rebounded by the Bucks. And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
They get it back. The putback.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Prince, a screen on Caldwell Pope. Pass to Prince. There's the three. Caldwell Pope pulls it in. Magic trail by 4. And the call will be against Bobby Portis. That's his first foul. And the Magic making a change here. Wagner's checked in.
Coming on the floor for your Magic, number 21.
Caldwell Pope, the pass to Carter. Suggs against Green. Ooh, a good look from Carter. And that one goes. 3 for 9 for him.
You love the confidence. Carter Jr. knows how effective he can be off the catch.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Well, after a decade of uncertainty, Magic fans now have a lot to cheer about.
This is the most optimism they've had around the team since the Dwight Howard era. And it centers around their young star, Paolo Banchero. He is going to be a force for a very long time.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And it's a completely new group for the Bucks. Magic on D. Lillard outside. Rebounded by Suggs. Orlando trailing here. Wagner outside. Wagner with a screen on Lillard. Suggs finds Wagner. Wagner against Lillard. 5 on the clock. And it's Wagner off the drive.
Well, that's another thing about Wagner. He has some mobility.
Suggs against Lillard. To the middle. Oh, and Giannis hammers it in.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. 1 second left. That one is off. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Milwaukee out in front. They lead by 2. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Well, thank you, guys. Doc Rivers here with us now. Coach, you're ahead at the half. What was the difference?
We got stops. We were out running a little bit. And then we had great spacing against the zone. You know, listen, we started making shots. That always helps.
It sure does. Thanks, Coach.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
Welcome, everybody. We'll get things going with a look at who might be participating in the upcoming three-point contest.
No doubt these guys can shoot the lights out, but I've got an idea. Let me stand right in front of the rim. Let's see how many they make in a row.
Adding obstacles to the course. I like it. Shifting gears now, what a game we've seen from Giannis in that first half.
His performance in the first half, Diesel approved. Plays physical, Diesel approved. Doing most of his damage right at the rim, of course, Diesel approved.
Diesel approved defense. The praise doesn't come any higher than that. And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been a clinic out there by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
And here's Milwaukee now. The lead is 2. And Carroll and Carter Jr. make up the front court. On the wings, it's Caldwell Pope and Wagner. And it's Suggs in at the point guard position. So that's who Jamal Mosley starts the second half with. Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, and this speaks to how strong Giannis is. Able to still convert despite the physical defense.
Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
All right, Stan, as you look around the league, who stands out as the best perimeter defender right now?
There's so many good ones. OG Anunoby might be the most versatile. Drew Holiday, Derek White, KCP. Don't forget about guys like Aaron Gordon and Herb Jones, also outstanding.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, with the Bucks switching coaches midway through last season, Doc Rivers, experienced with star-laden rosters, he said, quote, "I resist thinking that you can't coach players. I have no problem holding them accountable. If you don't do it, you're not going to win." Brian, the pressure's on to get it done.
Now, the burden of expectations, it's title or bust. Thanks, Allie. And out of bounds, Milwaukee will have it. Midway through the year, we've got a moment to check out the Eastern Conference standings. Taking a look at Milwaukee, they're in 5th place, right in the middle of the conference. Still time to improve that positioning. And checking out Orlando, well, record-wise, not even in the same conversation.
And looking at Orlando, this year hasn't worked out for them at all. They were being talked about as a title contender in the preseason.
I agree, guys. I thought they'd be a lot better. Sometimes you can have disappointing years like this, though, and they're not a lot of fun to be a part of.
Lillard drains the outside shot.
Lillard gets so much lift on his three-pointers, it's almost effortless how he shoots.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. He's going to talk it over with his guys. You look at Giannis Antetokounmpo. What a contribution.
He just continues to deal damage inside. They've got to figure a way to slow him down.
Green's checked in for the Bucks. Wagner for three. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds now.
Not a great start to the second half, just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
The resume Giannis has built already is impressive, and he's nowhere close to being done adding to it.
Milwaukee shooting their second and third free throws tonight. That free throw, no good. Stan, you've always been known as the style police. We're used to seeing the home team in white, but you look around the league now, there's a lot more variety.
Yeah, and that's before you even get to the neon shoes some of these guys are wearing. The NBA palette, Brian, has gotten a lot more adventurous.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
Down low. Here's Wagner. They can't stop the run with that one.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Up top, Bancaro. Green covering. And it's slammed in by Carter.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
Man, absolutely jaw-dropping. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
And the game plan for them should be simple. Keep getting it to Giannis. The Greek freak is on fire.
Suggs, the pass to Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Wagner's checked in for Orlando. And a new group getting ready for the Bucks. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Prince comes in for Antetokounmpo. Wright's checked in for Middleton. And it's Gary Trent Jr. in for Damian Lillard. Now Trent. He's averaging almost 5 points a game. Here's Portis. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. And the Bucks lead by 11.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
So for the Magic, Isaac, he's checked in for Carter. And Black subbed in for Bancaro. Wagner outside. Suggs surveys the D. The rebound by the Bucks. Here's Milwaukee. They're on a 16-7 run. It's Prince on the wing. Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by Wagner. And here's Wagner. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. 11-point game. And after this one, they're at home against Philadelphia. That'll be the end of a 3-game homestand. Hits a three-pointer. Isaac's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
And their perimeter shooting numbers have been up since the start of the second half.
Portis with a screen on Suggs. Trent for 3. Here's Portis. Right on the right side. Portis against Suggs. Clock at 6. Another shot. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will keep it.
Well, Suggs is an elite on-ball defender. We don't see a lot of blocks by a guard.
Howard's checked in for Suggs. Green for 3. Just 2 to shoot. Gets the 3 ball to go.
And when it comes to the 3, they've been really dialed in here in the second half.
Green against Wagner. Pass to Howard. And he drops it in from the low post.
It's interesting. They definitely had more three-point attempts in the first half. Not sure why they went away from it.
Wagner against Trent. Portis with a screen on Wagner. Here's Trent. And so it's Milwaukee with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. Back after this. Moment ago, head coach Doc Rivers in the huddle.
Hey guys, come on, let's close this quarter. Let's close it. Got to pick up our pace. Got to pick up our pace right here.
And Doc Rivers looking for a faster tempo, wanting to make a big push here.
Well, he realizes when his team is attacking at both ends, that's when they tend to go on runs.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. On the floor for Milwaukee, they've got Taurean Prince. Gary Trent is out there with Green. Then it's Bobby Portis, and it's Wright in at the 3. And Doc Rivers calls timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers' huddle. Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
Thank you for that, Allie. And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. A different look for Milwaukee. It's stolen by Isaac. On the break. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. They'll pin that on Chris Middleton.
And the playmaking skills Banchero has already are outstanding. Just such a unique young player.
Hits both from the stripe. The Bucks leading by 7. Middleton with a screen on Isaac. Wagner with a steal. Banchero in the post. Middleton covering, and Banchero gets it to go.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Lillard on the drive, and the dunk by Lillard.
The defense gets cut to shreds by Lillard on the drive. He's just so quick and agile.
A few possessions into the fourth, just over a minute played. Black. Off target from three-point range. To the inside. And it's Lopez with the jam.
Talk about strength and athletic ability. Lopez can maneuver against his opponents down low.
Picked by Isaac. The 3 from Banchero. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds in the game. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. That's good. And so Middleton with the assist. Middleton's got his 3rd assist of the night. And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. And a new group getting ready for Orlando. Carter, he's checked in for Wagner. Franz Wagner comes in for Isaac. Caldwell Pope's checked in for Harris. And Suggs is subbed in for Black. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Green is checked in.
And when you look at Suggs' numbers, here's a guy who has really improved his shooting.
Giannis to the cup, and Giannis with the jam.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Banchero no good. Milwaukee leading by 12. Lillard fires away from way outside. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard. Orlando has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. And there is the whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard. That's foul number 2 for him. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Antetokounmpo against Banchero. And we all know about Stan the analyst and Stan the coach. But when you played in college, what was your game like, Stan?
Hey, Brian, I had the game that would get you beat as a coach. I will say my greatest strength was this. I was never once accused of overpassing.
The black hole. That is Stan Van Gundy. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Lillard. Antetokounmpo surveys. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Yeah, nice fake by Giannis. And as a defender, you just shake your head.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. 2 shots.
So he comes up empty, missing both. Magic trail by 11, and Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. 14 foul.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Suggs, and a nice finish on the layup.
Yeah, staying committed inside. Suggs takes the contact, but gets it to go.
Lillard against Suggs. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Oh, and the dunk by Antetokounmpo!
Beyond belief. I mean, such a creative talent. And I'm not surprised to see Giannis get flashy on the finish.
The kick out to Banchero. Ooh, Banchero with the touch from deep.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Antetokounmpo outside. Outside for Green. 3 on the clock. Lopez passes to Lillard. Over Banchero. Caldwell Pope pulls it in. Magic trail by 8. Wagner outside. Suggs against Lillard. Pass to Banchero. Shoots over Lopez. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
Sturdy play by Suggs. He doesn't let the hit mess with his shot, and he's going to the line.
And a new group getting ready for Orlando. 44 seconds left in the final quarter. Middleton with a screen on Isaac. Here's Antetokounmpo. Puts up a 3. That shot off the mark. And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for the Magic. Trailing by 8.
That was just an awful decision. I mean, you have to keep the clock moving. There's no reason to foul there.
Suggs hits them both. And so they foul intentionally.
Paulo Banchero. 3rd personal foul. 2nd team foul.
Here's Lillard. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
1st personal foul. 3rd team foul.
First free throw is good. And that makes it a 7-point lead.
Damian Lillard.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's an 8-point ball game. Orlando calls timeout. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
Well, I've been in this spot more times than I'd like to admit. All you can do is tell your guys to hold their heads up and finish strong.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
So the first one drops, and that increases the lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Good job converting at the line and helping to build this lead.
Orlando calls timeout. They're losing by 7. All right, guys, what's your take?
They just haven't put it all together tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final whistle.
The 3 from Suggs, from the arc. so Milwaukee wins it. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. They had to dig deep to come out on top.
Yeah, you know, some teams might buckle under the pressure towards the end. The crowd was so amped up, such a hostile environment, but they stood tall and got the win.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
All right, thanks. Brooke, the offense came in waves tonight. How'd you guys manage to win this one?
It was a complete team effort. You know, we've been playing with pretty good energy, pretty good defense the whole game. Shots just weren't going down for us, and we knew that. So we had to keep grinding, keep grinding.
The key was you stayed persistent. Thanks, Brooke.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we present the player of the game, Damian Lillard.